Hello and welcome to round 7 here at Matterley Basin, Great Britain. I'm now on the start grid with MXGP and I'm joined by Christophe Charlier. Christophe, quite a good track for you here, isn't it? I know in 2013 you won a race with MX2 class, didn't you?
Yes, I like this track. I take very fun with my bike, and I like more for 450, but it's difficult the first year. Now I learn a lot, and I would like to go to podium one time.
What are your thoughts on the track here? Because we had a lot of positive feedback about just how good it's looking here at Matterley Basin.
Yes, I like the ground and the jump, and because before I ride a lot in the Supercross, so I take a lot of fun. And now I say you have a very good rider now, so it's difficult for the top 5, but I would like, and I will learn a lot.
Well, good luck for qualifying. Thanks for chatting to us. I next want to speak to Mr. Xavier Bourg. Now, he's actually just moved from Bud Racing to Monster Energy Kawasaki team. He's replacing Ryan Filippoto, who's not with us this weekend. Xavier, hiya, quick word. We just want to talk about your changing teams. How's it going with Monster Energy Kawasaki? I know you've raced with them before. So you feeling comfortable, or is there a bit of pressure to fill Ryan's shoes?
Yeah, for sure, I have a little bit pressure, but I'm just happy to ride for the team, and I know everybody. It was easy to come back, and I just enjoy a lot, and hope to make some good races this weekend.
Qualifying today, how important is it to get a good result and get a good gate pick here at this track?
Yeah, actually today it's not so important because there is many good gates. But anyway, it's good for the confidence if you make a good qualifying race, and we will see for tomorrow.
We shall. Good luck. Thank you. Time for MXGP qualifying.
Tony Cairoli preparing his gate, but it's Max Nagel, number 12, on the Red Bull Ice One Husqvarna, who arrives here in Matterley Basin as the championship leader. Sean Simpson on the Hitachi Revo KTM. We're looking for a good start here to give himself the best possible opportunity for a good start tomorrow in the main race. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, we just saw him a moment ago, back from injury. Good to have him back on the factory Yamaha. But Clement de Saux could do with a race win, and certainly an overall Grand Prix win at Matterley Basin on that number 25 Rockstar Energy Suzuki. He's ridden well here in the past. Could he do it again in the qualifying race? Well, it was a flying start for Max Nagel, but he was pipped to the first turn by Tony Cairoli. De Saux almost ran into the back of Nagel, both riders losing traction on the way out of the turn. Just like Gauthier Paulin here at number 21. Handful of gas, the back end came around on him, but he was fortunate to keep it up on 2 wheels. Left him around about 7th position as he headed downhill for the first time behind Van Hoorbeek and Graham Irwin. A good start for the Heads and All Thread Suzuki rider. A wild card here this weekend, but Tony Cairoli out front ahead of Dean Ferris, Max Nagel, De Saux, and the fast starting Tyler Rattray. Sean Simpson meanwhile just behind Paulin and Van Hoorbeek, who looked to have landed a little bit offline there. Tyler Rattray was easy pickings for the number 21 Gauthier Paulin. That got the Frenchman up into 5th place as Cairoli tried to put some space between himself and the number 12, the current championship leader, Max Nagel. Meanwhile, Van Hoorbeek found the pace just a little bit too hot in his first race back. That was Sean Simpson finding his way through into 7th. De Saux was comfortable in 4th, Paulin 5th. Sean Simpson, though, was looking to find a way past the number 28 Kawasaki of Tyler Rattray. Cairoli, Nagel, De Saux, Ferris, Paulin, Rattray, and the pass eventually came from Sean Simpson around the outside of the South African number 28. Got the drive going up the hill, and that was Simpson up into 6th place. Paulin easily went around the outside of Ferris, who made him work for it until the bottom of the hill, though. And that put Paulin up into 4th. Ferris then dropped down into 5th, would eventually come home in 6th. As the race went on, Clement de Saux started to home in on the number 12 and eventually found his way past Nagel. And it was Paulin who was next to find himself on the rear wheel of the Husqvarna. And it was an easy move around the outside of the German, and that was Paulin up into third place, going after the Suzuki number 25 Clément de Saux. Romain Febvre was on the charge. He started outside the top 10, but with him sitting on the rear wheel of Max Nagel, he was in 5th place in the second half of the race. He would find a way past for a couple of laps, but the German would get himself back into 4th with 3 laps to go. Not a lot in it between the top 7 or 8 guys, even at the late stage in qualifying. Paulin was comfortable in 3rd. Meanwhile, Sean Simpson in 7th was starting to feel the pressure. A couple of look-backs there at Evgeny Bobashev, who had set the fastest lap of the race and was on a charge on his HRC Honda. But no such problems for Tony Cairoli, though. Second outing on the 450. It was an easy win for the Sicilian, winning over de Saux, Paulin, Nagel and Febvre.
Tony, congratulations, 4th pole of the year. You took the whole shot and pretty much had the perfect race.
Yeah, you know, it's we are working on starts because the start is the key lately. So it's good to have all shot for tomorrow to have the first gate pick. I feel good with the track. Still, we have to work a little bit on the 450 because it's a new bike for me, and especially on this fast track. I need to know the bike, how I feel myself during the moto, and I had a little bit arm pump already today, so I hope tomorrow will be better, and for sure we will try to win.
Come on, congratulations, 2nd in qualifying today in Matterley Basin. A good race for you. You started close in the gaps, just in the final laps though.
Yeah, but you know, Antonio was riding cool the last lap because it's the finish line, so it's normal. But yeah, I start actually better than what it was because Max did a mistake in the first corner. I had to block the bike, and then was like 5, directly 4. Then come back 2nd. I also come back a bit on Antonio, who was 1st. And after I did a couple of small mistakes, and then yeah, actually I stayed there all the time. But you know, I finished 2nd. It's okay. The days tomorrow.
Gautier Paulin, 3rd today in qualifying. Good passes on Max and on Dean, but you were saying you weren't feeling great out there.
You know, I was having good lines, but didn't feel good yet on bike. I got some arm pump riding the track, but with some good line, I managed to have a good speed. But definitely we'll find from why I've got arm pump, because normally I never have. And then we'll make it work tomorrow. I have good place on the gate. We managed to also progress on start with all the HRC crew, so it will be good tomorrow.
Good luck. Thank you.